Hi everybody, we'll give you a couple of minutes just to get everyone in the chat room. Hoping that you've had a nice day so far. I've been rushing about last minute stuff here now. I've literally just finished putting the pictures in which I wanted to show you today. So just bear with us till we get a few more people in. Sharon's just making the tea, by the way. Come on baby, they're waiting for you. She's making me a nice strong cup of tea. Hiya folks, David's in Naffa. Hello bud. David, Mark Bowles is always there, aren't you Mark? Ben Makepeace. Yeah, a few old faces. Hi Martin, bold and dangerous. Pete's there, Matthew, Peter Garland, Marky Mark. Here you are baby. Andrew Cousins. Clive Jenkins, hiya bud. O'Brien's DIY. 125 SM. I'm going to say loads of names, Shao. You'll have to shout a few out for me as well, baby.
I haven't got you up yet.
Oh, come on, baby. Come on, you've got to get with it. I've literally had nothing to eat today. I've got a bit of cheese here, look.
What was them Scotch eggs you were eating?
Eh? What's them what, Sharon?
Scotch eggs you were eating.
Yeah, I did have a couple of them just a minute ago. So, how is everybody today? As I say, I've been a bit rushed at the moment. I didn't quite get me retro hacks video out yesterday, so I'll be uploading that today and finally finishing that off today. So I was waiting for parts. So what can you do? You've got to just wait, haven't you? I don't know if the sound's alright. I've got a little story to tell you about that again in a minute.
Stacey said you've got to sing a happy song.
Yes, Stacey, you're half of the reason why we was late today. Chatting to us here while we're trying to set up. Matthew, hiya. Finally got the notification to watch from the beginning. Yeah, if you ring that little bell, anybody, just below the
Ring my bell.
the video.
1970,
no, 1980 was it? 1979. Ring my bell. That was a neat award. I remember that. I bought it actually. Oh, you're Tunisian, Nafa. Okay, mate. First person we've had from Tunisia. I see. So welcome along.
From Cyprus.
No, not yet.
Be asked in a couple of weeks.
Piero, good day to you and Mrs. Butler. Yeah, she's all right. Let's have a Stacey. I'm trying to avoid her name, Sharon. Give me the ump before we come on. Gary, hiya Gary. Ian Days, hiya Ian. Nice to have you along, mate. Barry Roach. It does jump along, doesn't it? How many people's in the house at the moment, Shao?
73.
73. Good afternoon, Jeffrey Mortimer. Rob Lincoln, Barry as well.
Oh, Brabham's just watched a video. Isn't that a lovely little washing machine he's just done?
Who's watched that?
We picked that up on Sunday.
I'll show him that in a minute, Shao.
Barbara.
Yeah, I'll show him that in a minute. I've literally just finished it today, Barbara. For anyone who's not familiar with what I'm talking about, it's my little vintage
Eugene.
children's washing machine, tin plate from the 1950s, which I restored this week. Took me a long time to do that actually, but there you go. God, so many names are coming in, Sharon. If I've missed your name, people, bear with me. Jason, hiya. Not ranting already. No, I'm not ranting already, Jason. I noticed you was having a little go on Chris's live stream last night.
Oh, hello Evie and Mary.
I was watching from the side.
See you later.
You picked up the 2 mowers, Jason. Oh, nice one, bud. I hope you're going to be doing a video on them.
Sorry, hello Olivia.
That'd be good to see. Reese, hiya Reese, Andy, Gobby. You're, right, okay, so right. We've had a look at a few comments. How many people's in, Shao?
82 now.
82, another 10's popped in.
Oh, my brother's here.
Of course he is. Chris Reardon, he was on this morning, earlier on his chat show. I think he got a few super chats, Shao, didn't he?
Yeah, he got very happy, got a super chats. Oh, look, hello from the USA.
Who's that, baby?
TAS.
Unbelievable. I've got an unbelievable story I'm going to tell you in a minute. Well, I might as well tell you now. You know, if you was here last week, you'd know that I've been having an ongoing saga with the audio, and I've been waiting for equipment. The first time I ordered one was 3 weeks ago. I ordered a mixer from Amazon. Within 2 days, the buyer cancelled the order. The second time I ordered it, they sent the mixer, but it was broken. The power socket, that was another one. So I ordered the third one. The third one came in plenty of time for today's show. It came 2 days ago. But they sent the wrong mixer. But this time I've had to ship it back to Amazon. Not directly back to Amazon. You have to send it back to the seller who's in Ireland apparently. I've had to pay the postage cost up front, which was how much, Sharon? £13, and I still haven't got the mixer. They're going to replace it and send the right one as well, so that's an ongoing saga there. What else? I've also ordered a new camera. As you know, I've got my GoPro Hero 5 now. I've had this for quite a while now, and obviously it's up to the Hero 7 now.
Apparently this sounds better this week.
I've got the mic near a show. Look, you can see it there. Look, baby. But it's not quite right. So, as you know, I've had this for years. This GoPro Hero 5. I've now just upgraded to the Hero 7 because that's got fantastic image stabilisation. So, I'll be using that when I get it. It's not arrived yet.
The boy got super chat and all yesterday. Everyone's getting super chat.
Oh, nice one. Yeah, that's right, sir. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Those who saw my last car video this week was the Vauxhall Signum. I've still got to do the other side yet from the front discs and pads. But as you know, I broke the was it 3/8 breaker bar, and I thought for the life of me I got it from Halford. So when I took it along there, as you probably saw, if you see the video, they had the little repair kits at the end which I snapped off, but it wasn't for the my one, and obviously mine didn't have Halford's professional range written on the side, so it didn't fit. So that's one thing I did find out. If any of you have got the Halford's professional tool kits, you know, the ones in the big plastic boxes that open up, and in the lid you've got loads of spanners and sockets, and in the base they do different sizes of these. I've had mine a good few years now, and shortly after I brought it, what happened was the lid broke off. So you're forever. I did fix it a couple of times. There's only two silly little plastic hinges on the back, and that snapped off. So I've tried to fix it over the years, and it keeps snapping again. But anyway, cut a long story short, when I was in Halfords, basically, if you've got the Halfords professional, what?
Live stream, you put 21st September 2015.
Ah, what's the matter with me, Sharon? I'm rushing. I was going to tell you to change it. You can't change it though. No. Anyway, so yeah, so if you've brought tools out of Halfords and you use the professional range, you can basically, if you break a wrench, for example, a socket wrench, like a socket thing, you can take that back in and they will exchange it. You'll hear people say, "Oh, but you need the receipt." I've never taken the receipt in there, and I'm able to change. I've changed 2 wrenches so far. I said I've done 3, didn't I?
Is it because they know who you are?
No, Sharon. No. Anyway, so I was in there, as you know, trying to replace my breaker bar, which wasn't the Halfords one. And I just thought I'd mention, because I did hear that they also changed the plastic boxes which the sockets come in. So I asked the woman, she said, yeah, that's fine. If we've still got them, because they've updated these socket sets, and as you know, each tool goes in a certain area, then they change the tools from time to time. But she said, inside somewhere, there's a number on it, a plastic number, moulded number or whatever. Either bring the old empty case in, or quote us a number, and we'll order you one free of charge. And if we've still got them, you can have it free of charge. Don't need to show you a receipt. So I would imagine a lot of you have got the broken socket, Halford's Advanced range, I think it is, professional Advanced range. If the box lid's broken, take it back in and you'll get it changed. Nice bit of information. I just found that out myself. Little quick swig of tea here. Let's have a little quick look. Oh, Chris is saying you got a lovely outfit on, baby.
I know, I've just commented how he's been nice to me. Just in time.
Just in time? Oh, here we go, just in time. $1.99. And as we do with everybody who sends us a super chat, let me get one out. And let me put the number up on the screen there. Not the number, the phone call. You're going to get one of them, Justin. And send your name and address down there to that email address there.
And I'll try and send it off correctly to you.
And this time, she'll try and send it off correctly. So that's going to you, Justin. Thank you very much, buddy. Let's put that. Oh, by the way, Sharon, you're saying thanks to your brother there, aren't you?
Yeah.
I think Jason was on the stream last night at the Karaoke London stream, and he did make reference to you on there in quite a nasty way. So Jason said there in his little comment on the Karaoke London live stream, baby.
What did he say?
I can't tell you. I can't repeat it.
It was that bad?
Well, it wasn't bad, but I say I didn't quite hear it because I was half asleep. And as you know, I put these videos on when I want to go to sleep, Sharon.
Well,
yeah? Oh, Dinny was there as well. I've just recognised that name above just in time. Dinny was on the live stream as well with Jason Hughes, and there was one other as well, I think, if I remember rightly. And I think Jason Hughes did write a message on there that he did make a reference to you, Sharon.
People saying hi to me and I'm trying to wave and you keep leaning over.
Well, I've got to move about, Sharon. I'm a ducker and diver. I'm a bobber and weaver. That's what I do, baby. Barbara, how has profits dipped as people rush in for replacements? I would imagine, Barbara, over the years, they do change. I think they change. They might even change them every year, these boxes. So whether or not they have got my one still, I don't know. But they did say that if you've got the right box, they can change it. But I would say if you've got an older set, do it quicker, sooner rather than later, because they've obviously got a finite amount of them, I would imagine. So I'll have to get mine in there. Right, who else have we got in the ship here? Ship, Sharon.
Oh my no.
Ship.
Naughty.
How many is in the ship, Sharon, on the shop? Baby?
109.
109. You're creeping up, folks.
I've only got 20 thumbs up. There's something wrong
20 thumbs up.
somewhere.
Perhaps they're not enjoying what they're seeing, Sharon.
Oh, you have to go.
Oh. Yeah, what was I going to say now?
Chris is going to Aldi. What do we want from Aldi?
Don't know. Jeffrey says, looking forward to me restoring the mobilette. Yes, it won't be till next year, Jeff. Simple reason being, I've got to get the Triumph out of the way. And I've had someone make an inquiry that they might have someone who's interested in buying it. As you know, I'm doing the wheels at the moment.
What's that?
What?
Buying what?
The Triumph Acclaim.
Oh, lovely.
But they're interested.
That's like made
I don't mind
up,
selling it to a subscriber, Sharon. I'm not bothered about
I
that.
just wish it would go.
They did ask me how much I was going to sell it for. I honestly don't know. Whatever it goes for. I mean, it'll have new tyres on it. The wheels are being refurbished at the moment, as you know. It'll have new brakes on it as well. The car runs as sweet as a nut, as you probably know, like if you've seen them.
I've just got to go. Jimmy's girlfriend's just arrived.
What's that mean, Sharon?
Jimmy's girlfriend's here.
Oh, okay. Off you go, baby. Answer the door. What we got here? Let's have a look here while she's away. Chris called Sharon an old magpie the other day on his video too. He's very abusive to his sister, and he does go on about her being an ex-Babe Station woman who had to come off it because no one actually give her any custom or whatever. So he keeps saying that, and he says she's drinking gin all the time and also eating big boxes of chocolates. She doesn't drink at all, and we don't eat chocolates at the moment. There you go. So who's telling the truth, me or Chris Reardon? I don't know. Let's have a look here. I might have missed a few. I'm going to try and zoom back a little bit. Try and pick up some of your other comments there. Yeah, I'm doing the Regal next year. Yeah, as I say, the main thing is we got the Transit out of the way, as you know. We're now on the Triumph Acclaim, but what's stopped me over the last 2 months is the problems we've had with our own vehicles. We've had MOTs come up. We've had Jimmy's car suspension, which collapsed and all that. Then I was ordering parts for that. Then he's borrowed my car. My car needed new discs and pads, and I've got a running issue with mine. And I'll come on to that a little bit later on anyway. But Stu Hollyhead, hello Martin and Sharon. Hope we're both well. Yes, we are actually. Benedict said, don't forget to try a little heat on the carrier on the other side to avoid having to use too much force. Yeah, the big problem I had there, Benedict, with what Benedict's referring to is the amount of force needed to undo that caliper body, the caliper holder on the Vauxhall Signum in my last video. It was really, really tight. But yeah, I mean, I was going to apply heat. The bottom line is that I've never had one that tight anyway. And I was also a little bit dubious about putting heat there with bearings in situ. I know it's not going to get that hot, or you don't need it to get that hot, but I'm always concerned with bearings and also the rubber boots on there or whatever. So that was my main concern why I didn't use the heat. I may try the old automated transmission fluid and acetone as an unseizing stuff as well. So that I might give that a go. Yeah, but I mean, at a last resort, if this one comes off about the same, I'm going to go down the road of the liquid penetrance first of all, and I may try a little bit of heat afterwards. I'm not sure, but that's the reason why I didn't use the heat anyway. Hiya Joe, Big Joe from Birmingham's in the house. Visit Tunisia. It's a very good place. Nafa, yes, I've never been to Tunisia. We've been to Cyprus not so long back, and we're going again pretty soon as well. But yeah, I bet it is a nice place. Like everywhere though, there's nice places and horrible places. So if you live in a nice part of it, that's good, isn't it? Jason said he started one mower and will probably do a video on the other one. as it's got a Briggs Classic engine. The other one's a Tecumseh. Yeah, Jason. Yeah, pump the videos out. Just film it. What's the worst that can happen? It might not come out all that well, but you see loads of people when they're starting a channel up. Jason, by the way, is starting up a YouTube channel, and he's not done camera. All I will say, Jason, I think you have put a couple of small videos up there. I always try to have a beginning, a middle, and an end, or a conclusion to my videos. And just before you pull the camera out or start filming, just think to yourself what you're going to be filming. And it's like a story in a way. So you do see some people just put any old rubbish up on YouTube, and also try and keep your camera still and all. You can buy these little tripods. I haven't got one here I can show you, but I'm sure you're familiar with them. They're about £6 only. You know, they got bendy legs, so even if you've got nothing to stand one on, they've got these bendy legs tripods, and you can wrap them around the pole or fix them to something. Have I got one here? No, I haven't got it here. Have I got one here? Hold on. I might have, hold on. I might have one here. Oh, in fact, yes, I have got it here. So, this is the one I've got, which I use on a tripod. And the reason why I do that is because most tripods you have to have an adapter plate sort of thing, you know. So, and I don't like messing about putting one plate on a camera and all that. So all I do is put my tripod over there. One of these things. So as you can see, the legs are bendy on it, and you can put them in any position. You just straighten them up. That will work as a normal tripod, whether you're standing it on a worktop or whatever, or on the floor. You clip your camera in there if you've got a GoPro like me. Well, you haven't. You can get the phone adapters for them anyway, and there you go. And if you haven't got anything to stand it on, you can bend it round the pole, for example. So you know you can wrap it, and you can get sort of like that sort of thing. Oh, that's not right, is it? You get the idea, though. You know what I'm talking about. So there's get yourself one of these, and these are probably about £5 to £7 to £8 or something. So that's what you want to do with that. But yeah, keep your camera still. No, nothing worse, especially when you're watching a video. It's pretty much okay on a small device like a mobile phone, but if you're having to watch on a big 55-inch screen, it can actually make you feel sick. So just bear that in mind next time you're doing the videos. And that little bit of advice is better than any other advice. Get your videos still. Don't get the camera waving about. And after the time when I'm filming with this, and I have to take it off the tripod, it's a matter of, again, as I say, keep it as still as you can. And I sort of, the nearer you hold it to your body, and look sort of wedge your arms in, and you can pan around like that sort of thing, as opposed to holding it at arm's length when you've got so much movement, basically. But that's another reason why I bought the later GoPro, because it's got fantastic image stabilisation on it. So yeah, there's that. Good luck with that anyway. What else have we got here? Just zooming through. Looks like an octopus. It's called a Gorilla tripod. The Gorilla ones, Gary, are made up of... Oh, I think I might even have one of them here. Hold on, wait there. Yeah, that one I just showed you is literally just one of the cheaper ones. This is what Gary's talking about. This is what you call a Gorilla pod. Now, this is about £45. Now, this, I actually prefer using this one. And I'll tell you for why. Because when you're wrapping this around something, you'll find this happens. Look, watch. It's not going to do it now, is it? When you wrap it around, no, it's not going to do it now. It might do in a minute. Hold on. That happens. Look, the legs come off. These sockets aren't very good for getting around something. So that happens to me so much. And when you've got an expensive camera on it, that's the last thing you want. So these, you might see people using these, like professionals and stuff. I mean, this is covered in grease, as you can probably see, that all the rubber's there. But so many times I've had this, and the legs have, when I've been trying to fold it around something, because as these get older as well, these get stiffer as they get dirtier. So they might look all right, and you see people use these, but this is £45 worth. This one holds a lot better, and this was £10, £45. You make your own decision up. I've used both, and I know what one I prefer. And if this one does break, just buy another one. So that's that. So that's a Gorilla pod. King says, do all Mondo Mark IIIs have noisy parcel shelves? Well, I've had 3 or 4 of them, and they've all squeaked. as you go along. So it's a very good chance they do, yeah. I mean, a lot of cars back in the 80s, for example, had plastic as opposed to the old wood in the 70s. Wood was a big thing in the 70s. And a lot of plastic cars did squeak in the 80s as well. Even Gary's, was it 1990 or 1980, 1987 RS Turbo? That used to squeak as well. So, yeah, it's a common thing. Are you, Bry? Tech? Bry, I've sorted my problem out. Well, I haven't sorted it out with my computer. I've still got problem with background noise or fuzziness coming through the 3.5 jacks on the computer. It's not the microphones, it's not the leads. I've been through all them, and it's literally, it's like a background noise. In fact, it's on here now. You probably can't hear it because I've got the volumes. I've been playing about with the volumes. So I've had to get a USB mixer, which I'm waiting for at the moment, to go in through the USB point, and it should be silent. So yeah, I'm working on that at the moment. Do you ever work on the new Mini, Martin? Tracy and Brad say no. I've never worked on. The only ones we've worked on is when Jimmy's had one in for a respray, which he's done. He's had a few of them in, so that's the only time I've worked on them. I think they're a right pain by what I've seen. To work on them engines in the Minis, as I say, the newer straight Minis, and to me it's not a Mini anyway, it's a BMW. And since they come out, them new Minis, they've been out for about 12 years now, I think. Oh, you're back, baby.
She's such a lovely girl.
They've got bigger and bigger, haven't they? They're not a Mini anymore. They just nicked the name. Well, let's have a look here. Yeah, you can hear it, Roy. It's still there, as I say. I'm waiting for me mixer to come from Amazon again. They sent the wrong one, someone did, so I've had to send another one back. Is there such a vehicle as a Mini, Martin? Well, where's Sharon today? She's just turned up, Chris. Turbo lives in my heart. Hi, Martin. Use a noise gate. Oh right, I didn't know that. Brian, use a noise gate on OBS. Is that in the settings? I'll have a look at that afterwards. And that will cut it out. Okay, I'll have a look at that. Thanks for that, Bri. Martin, does the new GoPro have zoom? None of the GoPros have zoom, Roy. But as I said to you, I know you've got the Hero 4, I think. The Hero 5, which is this one, this has got a much better memory, not a memory, a menu structure on this compared to the 4. So if you, I know if you've got the 4, this it's actually got a touch screen there, and you can change the settings. It's so much easier to do time lapse on this as well. But the new one's got a different menu structure as well, so I've got to learn that. And also, I think I've told you that I've got this wireless Rode Wireless Go now, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's a great little piece of kit, but I did have a problem in my last video, because what I tend to do is I get the microphone. You'll see a lot of people clip them on the front of their jumper like that, and it'll just sit there like that. Well, that's all right, that's not a problem. But when you haven't got a V-neck on, it sort of puckers up your shirt and all that. So what I started to do, I always wear a vest underneath my top, so I clipped it, take it up your jumper, clip it on there, and it works actually fine, and you can't actually see it. So hold on, Cher. So that works fine. But what I made the mistake of doing in that video, you might have heard a high-pitched whistling noise, was that this I kept in my pocket normally, and because I'm standing up and sitting down, I didn't want to damage the, because that sticks out. I want to get one of these mic leads with a right angle, so it lays flatter in your pocket, because I've been known before where you've leant a certain way and you've broke that, and that bugs up this. So what I decided to do was clip that on my jacket, on my vest as well as the mic, and because that was too near to the microphone, which was also clipped underneath there, and that's what the whistling noise was. So I've learnt, don't put that right next to the mic like that. Keep this, or put that in your pocket. So yeah, little thing, still trial and error. Oh, Bri saying don't get the Hero 7, it overheats. Yeah, but the Hero 6, Bri, doesn't have the image stabilisation. The one that everyone's talking about. I would imagine it's probably just a software thing. I can't see it because there's not been no recall as far as I know. So we'll have to play that one by ear anyway. James says, hi Martin. You'll be You'll be reading the news on BBC One soon. I haven't ranted yet, have I? Have I, Shell?
Your hair looks manic.
It don't. Well, I've told you, Shell. I've been rushing about like a lunatic. Yeah? This is what I got. Those of you who remembered the issue I may have with the timing belt on the Signum. Wait there. As I mentioned before, the 120 engine, the 1.9D CDTI, has the timing marks on the camshaft, but on the 150 engine, there's no timing marks on there. And the reason why that is that you need this. This is a camshaft and crankshaft locking kit, which is only £6.50. And this is the one that locks the crankshaft in place. You need that. You also need this, and that locks that in place. That's the crankshaft, and the camshaft is locked in place by screwing, if I can get it out, by screwing this into the side of the cylinder head. And I don't know whether you can see there that that's got a plunger on it, which is a spring-loaded plunger. So basically you undo a plug on the side of the cylinder head, you screw this in, and all you're left sticking out with is that. And when you turn the engine over on the crank, and the cam obviously turns at the same time, there's obviously a hole inside on the crankshaft, or camshaft, sorry, on the camshaft, and then suddenly you'll hear that noise. That means that is located in the hole inside the engine, and that's how you know that it's then locked. So once you've got both of them locked, I can then see whether or not the cam timing or the belt timing on the Signum 150 brake horsepower is out. So that locks the top one, and that other thing there locks the bottom one as well. There's a few other pieces in there for different things, but that was only £6, and that's the reason why I couldn't find the marks on the 150 brake horsepower version of the engine. What do you think about that, baby?
Not a lot.
Hey? Do you remember these? I'm now in... Hold on. Oh, no, that wasn't a good one, was it? I'm now a UK champion at these. Sharon? And I?
No.
Why?
Yeah.
You've been playing with my balls, haven't you?
Always.
No, I'm out of practice.
But you was a UK champion.
Yeah, I know. I didn't last very long, Sharon.
Did you see Mike G sent you a super chat donation?
No?
Thank you for the help with the sandblast.
Where's that, Shell? Oh, Mike. Oh, blinking, I didn't see it. See, when I start rabbiting on, Shell, I lose my thread. Oh, God. Look at that. Mike, send us name and address down to that there, as you can see, and you get one of our little stickers there, as you know. We like to repay people who pay us a super chat, and that's the way we do it. What did I help him with the sandblaster, you say, Shell? Well, I'm working on my sandblaster at the moment because I've just brought some new grit for it. Actually, I've emptied a load of it out. My sandblaster, I had quite a lot of grit, and I had 2 buckets, you know, the ones you get from Machine Mart, and it used to kick up so much dust. So what I've actually done is take a lot of it out at the moment, but I'm going to be fixing the tubes in there, and that should solve my problem having a clean. Plus, I've got another fan to fit at some stage as well to make it suck out a lot faster. I've got a shop vac at the moment, and that's okay, but I've had too much material in there. That creates too much dust. Right, so yeah, you're probably right there, Benedict. He's talking about the
Mark, you better scroll down, love.
yeah, heating the thread lock up. You only need to get it warm. You ain't got to get it red. Yeah, I do understand that. Let's have a look here. Right, yeah, I was right up the top there, Sharon, wasn't I? Oh. Sharon isn't impressed with my balls. Get my balls in your hand, Sharon.
No, not in front of everyone.
Hey?
Not in front of everyone.
You've done it before on here.
I don't want
I want to show you if you've improved, Sharon.
I don't want to play with your balls.
Hey? Just one question. What is actually the purpose of clackers? Clackers has got as much purpose as them. Yeah?
No, just like playing two balls against the wall and all.
This is what we used to play before we had phones. Let's shall. When we was kids. Hey?
Yeah, two balls.
Two balls.
Ice and bar.
That's what you don't
is
see.
it here?
Shall.
Sorry, someone's asking for you. Come here.
You're right, Shell. We don't see two balls up against the wall anymore, do we? Hey?
No, I used to love that. There's Barney. They're asking after you, baby.
Yeah, he's a lovely boy. Knackers, that's what they're called. Martin, can you use a mic with a laptop? Yeah, of course you can. You just got to switch on another mic, Roy. Of course you have. You just plug it in your mic jack on the side of your laptop, and then it will recognise it, and then you obviously can talk through that. That's right, yeah. Yes, Papa Lex, yeah, we're fine, buddy. I used to play with two balls as well, Barbara. Did you now? Did you video it? I'd like to have seen it.
Good old Barbara.
UK champion, he said, oh, Mike Hatfield. Yeah, well, I was probably just as good as Eddie the Eagle. You remember him? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? He got famous coming last, didn't he, remember rightly? Did he ever master it? I don't know. Can't think. Anyway, let's get you going on your first sticker of the day with Guess What It Is. Yeah?
Can you guess what it is, you?
Right, so what that is, if any of you haven't seen this before, how many people we got in, Sharon?
Oh my lord, 146.
Right, well, we're going to do it now, Sharon. We're going to do the first one now.
Where's Mick's mowers? He's not here, is
No,
he?
he's out fiddling about with a mower, Shell. Right, anyone who don't know, I'm going to show you an image of something close up, and we're going to look at the comment section. The first person to come up with the right answer will get our free sticker without any super chat. So that's what you're playing for. Prizes are going to increase over the coming weeks. I've been in contact with another YouTuber, and we might even do fridge magnets.
I think we should go for the other things.
Yeah, well, I've got to start them off somewhere.
I don't want the fridge magnet.
So right, I'm going to show you an image now.
We've got a super chat.
Where?
Scroll down.
Andy Gobby. Andy, there you go, bud. Put your name and address in our little email there, and you'll get that for free. You haven't got to guess, because you've already done your part, buddy. Hey?
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Picture number one. Joe, I see that everybody wants them. Look, can you see how they glisten? Holographics, yeah? Holographics, that's what it is. Joe, same with you, buddy. Put it down there, mate, and we'll send you one off.
Barney's buddy.
Right, so here we go. Here's the first image. Write down in the comment section, and when we see the first one, have I told you what it is?
No.
Right. See, I've had to tell her now. I hope you didn't hear that. Right, here's the first image. I'm going to give you 5 seconds at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, there you go. What is that?
I think that's a bit simple, isn't it?
Now, don't just say a car. I want the name of the car. Eh? Oh.
Yeah, I said that was a bit simple.
Oh, they're all coming in with it. God, you must have...
Look at him, look!
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, I thought that was quite tricky.
No, that's simple.
Would you have got it?
I actually would have got that without you telling me. And I'm a female.
Oh, well, we've got a winner, folks. Stop it. Stop it now. Lucky enough, I was only going to do 2, but I'm going to do 3 now because someone...
It's too easy.
It took me ages to work that one out. Right, our winner is Brytech, which is Brian from Brytech Computers. It was about a second, Sharon. Bri, I've probably got your address, but just send it again in the email there, buddy, and I'll ship you that off in the post.
Somebody said he's rude to whisper.
It's what? Rude to whisper. Yeah, a lot of you said a car. Well,
She should have said the year.
oh no, oh that would have been funny. Yeah. Well, just to let you know what it was, that's what it was again. Look, that was the first bit, and just to show you that it was what I said it was.
I laugh if you get one of it.
No, look, that's a. Who remembers them? The old Austin Allegro, and back in the 70s they used to call them Austin All Agros because they both have been very. I didn't used to mind them actually, to be honest with you. So yeah, we got a winner on that one, and I'm going to do another one now.
Now that's right. How can the Americans get that? That's quite unfair. That.
Well, shall I try to go across the world?
No, I think you're right there.
Listen, baby, listen, right?
Somebody said they guess first. Right, let's have a look.
Oh, Shall, they can't have got it quicker than a second.
No, it's
Yeah, it's Brytech.
But you did spell it wrong. Is that what they're getting?
That doesn't matter. He could be dyslexic. We wouldn't hold that against him, would we? Eh? If it would have said Ford, then I would have said, no, it's not a Ford, it's an Austin. Allegro was what I was looking for, Sharon. That's what we got, baby. Allegro has got the room. Remember that advert? Yes, I do remember the advert. And they've done a sporty version as well called the Allegro Equip, or Equip, if I remember rightly. And that had a flash orange and red stripe down the side of it. Supposed to make it look better. And it had a rev counter as well, if I remember. And it was silver. Right, okay. Well, I'm going to do you another one now because that went too quick. Lucky enough, I did have 3 made up. And, Shao, I'm going to answer your question when you said only the people in the UK would know that.
Somebody put that out there.
I'm doing more than one shout, and I'm catering for all continents. Right? You ready for this one? First answer only. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready for it, 'cause I don't know what it is.
Right, hold on, I've got to find it first. Here we go. First answer only. Go. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Easy.
Eh?
That's easy.
Well, I don't see no comments coming in. Oh,
There you go.
fucking... Oh, I swore! Oh, look at that, look! Oh,
Julie 07, I think it was.
oh my God.
Voila!
Oh, who got it, Shell? You at 07.
Yeah.
Oh, Shell,
Send your name
I've got to
and
make these.
address
I've got to make them a bit harder, haven't I? Put your name and address. You at 07. Send your name and address into that one, please.
Please, can you try not to get it straight away, because then you won't swear.
Yeah, but they're going to dive straight in, Shell, because they want to be first. But a second is a bit. I didn't think they was. I thought that would give a bit of hassle, actually. Because, I mean, look at it. That could be a few things, couldn't it? Couldn't it? Could be what could it be?
Stacey, you come first.
Couldn't
Second.
Sharon? Couldn't that be a baboon?
Of course it couldn't. Can't you see the nostrils? See, the thing is,
Now,
get some glasses
hence,
up and wear them.
Shell, I just told you I've gone from one continent to another there. Huh? No comments coming back now about only for the UK, is there? Eh? So we got 2 winners there. I'm going to hold on to the last one because it's making a mockery of my quiz. Sharon.
Stacey said she's first, but I make Stacey second.
Sharon, she ain't first. Well, I can see it as well, baby.
Now come on, Stacey.
We won't have no cheats on here. What's this? I'll just see. Where are we? I thought I just saw. Pete Froud said it was a super deluxe Allegro. It might have been Pete. I don't know. You're showing your age there, Pete. Someone's put a horse. It could have been a kangaroo, Sharon.
No.
Someone's put kangaroo down. No, I don't think so. Anyway.
It's a nose.
It's a nose. Was a bit of fun, wasn't it?
That's not a bad idea. Put the pictures in upside down. That would make it hard.
Well, I did toy with that idea, Sharon, but I thought Peter might have kicked off, you know, so I didn't put it upside down. I think I've got to work on my questions. Might guess what it is, Sharon, yeah? Right, we've got it anyway. Someone's still having guesses there. It's actually a koala. Unbelievable. Anyway, let's have a little look here. What have I got here? So I've done that, I've shown you that.
Oh, wow.
What?
That's quite strange.
What, Sharon?
Look, Stacey sent a picture. Bring that thing up on who was first with koala.
What do you mean he was first on koala? Someone said a dog. It was,
It's up there. Now
You-
come here, look.
oh, come on, Sharon, don't swap.
She's first. He's there. So where did that go? How weird
I
is
don't know.
that?
Yeah, but she's on mobile. I don't know.
Stacey, you can't really want a sticker off your father-in-law.
I mean, it's funny, yeah. On both computers, we've both got YouTube chat open there, and someone's come. Well, I'm still going to send it to
So
you.
it's under the hello, and that's where it is.
Yeah, well, it's not there, is it,
Then
baby?
it's in between when it's got fun things.
Hold on, no,
text
look,
on.
Sharon. This one's look. She's below it there.
Yeah, but on her thing, she's above.
Sharon, she ain't getting it
Stacey's still not getting a sticker because your daughter.
because she was horrible to me before we started off. So I can pull the strings on this one. Oh, unbelievable. Right, I'll tell you what. Do you get some days when you get good days and some days when you get things go wrong, Sharon?
She said you're rude. Oh, don't go, Stacey.
She's very touchy. She's got the hump now. That was a lovely cup of tea, Sharon. You know when you get good days and bad days? Last Sunday, Sharon, we had a good day, didn't we?
Fantastic day.
What happened?
We went to the auto jump.
Yeah, but we got up. It was a nice laying. We had a good night's sleep. Then we got up and she said about 8 o'clock. Oh, do you fancy going to car boot? Wasn't it?
I said, yeah.
But we forgot there was an auto jumble on. Now I don't know whether I've told you before that when I go to buy stuff to restore, normally at car boot sales, for example, or junk, what are they called, Shao? In America, what would they call a car boot sale, Shao?
I'm not American.
What would you call a car boot sale in America, everyone? Can you say that for me? Anyone know that? Not flea market, is it? Anyway, flea market. It will says it's a flea market. Yard sales. That's the one I was thinking of. Yard sale. I couldn't think of it.
I thought yard sales in your house.
Yeah, but it's the same sort of thing, Shao, isn't it?
Garage sale. Okay.
Yeah, or whatever, Shao. We've established that's what it is.
Don't start on me.
They're saying yard sales, garage sales, trunk sale.
You'll be up for sale in a minute.
Anyway, so we was going to a car boot sale, and I don't have much luck there, and I've been struggling to find stuff to restore. And then we just realised, didn't you, Shao?
Yes.
That there was an auto jumble, and we went there, eh?
Stop. Here, Stacey.
What?
Aggressive.
Is she still thinking about that sticker? If I get her one, Shao, you know I'm going to stick it right there. So anyway, so this lovely day started. Everyone went. Did we go out for a meal first of all? Did we go to breakfast? And we had a breakfast out. Yes, we did.
No, we didn't.
I treated you, baby.
Have breakfast first.
Are you sure? Did we have it afterwards? I'm digressing again, aren't I? So anyway, I was walking round there.
I had a roast, didn't I? Lovely
I was
roast.
walking round there. We got pulled up, didn't we, Shao? We got pulled up. We got 3 YouTubers there who recognised me walking around, sort of thing. And then they said, "Oh, where's Sharon?" She was at the back, just like she is here at the back behind. She was at the back, wasn't you, baby?
Yeah, I don't like being recognised. I
look-
find it a little bit.
I look at you that way.
embarrassing. Yeah.
I'm looking the other way, aren't I? Oh no, I'm looking at the screen. That's why. I thought every time I look on
Fringe
it,
needs cutting, doesn't it?
you're the
Fringe
Mine
needs.
don't.
Oh, look at that bit. Tracy, look at that bit. Oh, she's not here.
Mine
is
don't
she?
need cutting, baby. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing now. Following that, it's.
Do you want me to cut it for
way.
you?
Never.
All right. Anyway, so this junk boot car sale, whatever it's called, 3 YouTubers come up. Nice to meet them. I like talking to people when we're out and about.
He talks to anyone.
And anyway, they wanted to see Sharon. I said, there she is over there. So that was that. And then we walked around a bit further, and we're finding stuff as we're going. And we see another couple of blokes, and he said, "Oh, I was the bloke who said about on your
If you're there, can you say hello?
hell, Sharon."
Would it be interesting? Because we didn't know their names.
No,
did
next
we?
time, not in the ear roll.
They might be watching because they said they sometimes.
He said, "I was the chap who suggested you use brake fluid on that old lamp. You remember that
No,
lamp?"
that was a different man.
I just said that. That lamp I restored. He said, "I was the one who told you about that." Oh, I said, "Oh, that's nice." Yeah. And that was it. Anyway, so we found, Tracy and Brett, the auto jumble at Newark. This one was at Stickney, Sharon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So anyway, I found 6 items to restore in one go. I spent 50 quid on it. So let me show you what I found.
Mummy feet.
Tell them, talk to them, baby.
No, it's not, was it? Because you keep shouting at me.
Here's the first thing. So that's the first thing. It's an old petrol can. It's probably unbranded. I don't know whether it did have anything on it at all at one stage, but it's not a petrol can. I think this is a paraffin can.
I think with that he should spray it
Right, go on.
and put his logo on it.
Yeah, see, she's put the logo on
I
it.
says don't be just, and then you can have that as your thing, like for retro hacks. Put retro hacks on it, or do you want it for retro restore?
No.
And I think that's what you should do.
I
And then
like
it's
the
a
idea.
one-off.
Sharon, I don't want a one-off. I like the idea of putting this back to normal,
Nah.
making it white and putting the SO paraffin logo on the front. You know? Or blue paraffin, wasn't it? Or something like that you used to have? Anyone remember that? I don't know whether there was a spout that used to slide on the top there or not. Look, it's got a couple of little holes in there. One's obviously a vent to stop it from glugging when you're pouring it out. But it seems all solid. So I've paid... What's I paid for that, Sharon? £5, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I paid £5 for that.
No, I think you should do it as retro.
Well, Sharon says put a Retrorestore or Retro Hacks logo on it. I'm not sure yet. I like the original idea. So that's what I'm going with for that one. That was a £5.
No to retro hacks. Oh, a good idea. Like the idea, Sharon. Yeah, come on.
Right, I've got this as well. This is an MX5 rocker cover, alley, and I'm going to do this powder coated blue. Right, let me turn it up the right way. Powder coated blue, and as you can see, it's got them indented letters there on it, and I thought that would look nice. Powder coated candy blue with gold indented letters there. So that's the one I was going to do for that. That only cost a £5 as well, which I thought.
So if anyone's got a Mazda when it's done, if they'd like to make an offer, I will sell it.
Yeah, but even so, Shout, it's like man cave stuff. You put it up.
I want rid of some of
You
these
put it on your wall. Listen to Sharon. Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, I would like a man cave memorabilia, and I would buy an old paraffin can with Retrorestore logo on it.
Okay, fair point.
Thank you. Either Retro Hacks or Retrorestore, or get another one and do one of each. Sharon is right, Martin. Thank you.
Yeah, look at that. Look. This is an old 1950s battery charger. This is how you would have bought them many years ago. And he wanted a tenner for it. I think I'll give him £8. I'm not sure.
No, you gave him 10.
Did I give him 10? Oh, I got distracted on this one. This is when the blokes come up to shake my hand, didn't they? Normally I always haggle, I always do, but at the end of the day, that's what I've got there. Look, it's an old vintage battery switch.
Charger?
Battery charger. And that'll look nice powder coat. I will do it in the yellow again. I'll keep it original. The dial should all clean up and all that. And he said it works, but you can never take that as gospel.
It's like a face, yeah.
What?
That one looks like it's got a little face.
Yeah, happy face, yeah, just like you, innit, baby?
Yeah.
That plug's no good. As you can see, that's not a safety plug here in the UK. The new plugs have got a plastic insert there, so that's got to come off anyway. I will re-earth it up, make sure it's all correctly working. But that was that. So that's a nice thing to restore. Vintage, you see. I love vintage. Got this. This is another one. I don't know what make this is. Is it triangle? I'm not sure.
What else do you need for? It's a boy's
Well,
toy.
you've had a look at it.
I have not.
Have you? But it's got little knobs on it. What with knobs and balls, Sharon? Hey, so we got this little thing. I'm not quite sure how it works yet, but as I say, it's all there, I think, near enough there anyway. But again, people say, well, oh, you always powder coat it now. Like, well, yeah, if I've got the gear, I'm going to powder coat it.
Got a gear, but no idea.
This cries out for powder coating, Sharon.
I can't hear it.
Hey?
I can't
That's
hear
what
it
it's saying to me,
crying.
look. So that's what I've got to work on now. And how much did I pay for that?
10.
Are you sure? I thought I paid it. Yeah, I might have paid a tenner for that one. So that's that. That's not bad, is it? So that'll be coming up on the Retro Hacks channel for restoration. And last but not least, this was intriguing. Oh, pardon me.
He nearly fell over. You missed that one.
I just liked it. I just liked it. Now I think it's a little compressor sort of thing. I can't get the lead out of there. Look, but you get the idea. I just thought that was a nice little, maybe a table ornament or something. It does run. He said it ran
Why
anyway.
would you want that as a table ornament? For God's
Hey,
sake.
that's going in the middle of the dining room table, baby.
Actually, that'd be a good light.
No, it's not a light.
Light at the bottom and the
No,
light at
it
the top.
works. It's got a little electric motor on it.
Can I just say that won't be setting foot in the house?
Shall? It's got a little compressor, and this is obviously a water trap for spraying. So whether or not you could spray or use this to run
Somebody said airbrush.
an airbrush is exactly what I was just about to say, Sharon. I thought it's just a nice thing. Once that's cleaned up and polished up and
Give it to Jimmy.
I say, Jimmy, we've got you some new spray gear for your booth. Look, but I use an airbrush now, Sharon. But let me just put that on. Is that in the right place there? Look, that bit there. Look, that's better. Look, hold on, there, Sharon.
Oh, I say old school breast pump. Ooh.
Hey, I was thinking of another type of pump for that. Look, How much I paid for that? £8, I think.
No, you paid more than that for that
I
one.
didn't because I went to that other stall first, Sharon. And then I went back.
He had that marked up for 15.
No, he didn't, Sharon.
He did.
I thought I paid £8 for that. I offered him £8, Sharon. I'm pretty sure of that. Thank you.
Oh, that was up for 15.
And that's that.
What's the old Bell petrol can you restored?
Oh, hold on, Sharon. I got that for you again. Oh, Matt from Lincoln. Look. Oh,
Oh, shut up with that.
there's your Christmas present, Sharon. Look. Hey? You either getting that, or you getting these, Sharon? Make your mind up.
Knackers for me.
Hey?
Not want the balls all the way.
Oh, I can't believe I'm gonna. Oh, let me stand up, Sharon. I was very good at this, Sharon. It's all gone. Send them back, Sharon. Send them back to Amazon. Get your money back. You know what I like? Gouda. Look. Oh, Sharon, look. Oh, lovely.
Don't chomp.
Huh? Have a bit, Sharon.
In fact, eat as normal so you can hear what the kids hear and they tell you off. His granddad children tell him off when he's eating because he chomps. I've never known him to eat quiet.
Virginia Gonzalez says hello, Sharon.
Hello, Virginia.
Happy birthday? Happy what?
How to cloak the crackers.
Where's your safety goggles? Garden, in this garden machinery. Don't even go down that road. Health and safety was created for people to make money.
Oh,
Not about to keep people safe.
Here now. Here he goes.
Health and safety was created to make money, I'm sure of it. Because when we were kids, when we was little, Sharon, we had a thing called common sense. Yeah? Sharon?
Yeah,
Right. Where's it gone?
out the window.
People are controlled by written rules now. Shall?
Yeah.
Where's the common sense gone? Sharon, answer me, please, baby. No one teaches common sense anymore. If that's hot, touch it. You won't touch it again, won't you? How many times?
What's wouldn't you?
Eh? You wouldn't touch it again, Sharon. How do you know that a saucepan's hot, Sharon? Because somewhere in the past,
I've got a burn here.
somewhere,
Look.
oh, she's got a burn there. Look, that's how you know a saucepan's hot. Look,
That was all.
isn't that funny? See how that led into that? Look. Ooh, that cheese.
Oh,
Sharon.
my God.
Oh, Sharon, get rid of that for God's sake. Not when you're on live TV, baby.
Here, boys.
We're TV people, Sharon. Should be doing that.
You, not me. Listen.
Yeah, so that's how you learn when you was a kid that it was hot. What's the difference between the hot tap and the cold tap? How did you find out? Put your hand under it. It's that simple. You soon know it was hot. You won't do it again, will you? And what do we say to our little kids?
Don't touch that. It's hot.
Don't
Burn
touch
it.
that. Yeah.
Burn it.
Oh. Bernie, yeah. Oh. We do that. That's how you teach your kids.
Bernie.
Now, that
Bernie.
sort of education is written down, and you have to learn it. You can't learn common sense. You've got to have it.
Have it. All have it.
Sharon, put that hot kettle on. Make sure the water's at 55 degrees coming out of the tap
Oh, I can't let test for that.
before you wash your hands. That is. You have got no. I agree with that. That if you've got a hot tap, like you know your boiler comes through your hot tap, that water I think shouldn't be hotter than 55 degrees Celsius. Because when we used to repair stuff like that, like changing taps over or putting new boiler elements in or stuff like that, there is a set temperature. And if you go to a place where that water is scalding hot, a public place I'm talking about, no doubt you'll get one of these no win, no fee people come up and say, we'll take that case on because that temperature is supposed to be 55 degrees. You've got people trying to earn money out of people all the time now. That's the problem with that. So common sense don't matter anymore. Things do go wrong. But when something does go wrong in today's world, someone wants to earn money out of it. Sharon, did you hear me? When something goes wrong now, people want to earn money out of it, Sharon. Can you see them? That took me 4 hours to do that. That is the graphics. Shall I go and get it? Or shall I go and get it?
What?
The little thing I
Go
restored.
in your cabin.
Yeah, be careful. Just treat it with ease. Mind you, in case
Why not? I'll fall over now.
yeah, when you open the door, make sure you go down the steps there and mind the safety rail on the way out. I'll show you this when I've restored it now. The video's just gone up on the retro hacks. But yeah, it's a little 1950s tin plate. That was the other thing I meant to show you, which I got from that car boot sale. Sorry, the auto jumble. What she's going to bring in now. I've just restored that this week. So those are the graphics for it. As I say, I printed them out on water slide transfers. This is normal paper, but I'll print them on water slide transfers with a laser printer. And is she up back already? Oh, it's a dog. And yeah, but my one was all rusty, so I've had to go in Photoshop, take all the rust out, get the labels as they should be, and that took me ages to do that. That's the sort of levels I go to produce these videos, but you don't see none of that. That's just what I do. Virginia says common sense isn't common anymore. No, you're right, and that's funny that I didn't think of that. And that's why is the word dyslexic so hard to spell for people who can't spell or got word blindness? That's another one, isn't it? Why call it dyslexia, which is hard work to spell anyway? Don't understand it. Alan Hodgson says, yeah, you need a high vis vest wherever for everything you go now. On site you do, yeah. Yeah, here it comes. Look at this. Look. Oh look. Oh look at this little baby. Look, this is what I've restored. Look, there's the graphics. Look at that little thing. Look, that is a Mary Lou 1950s Chad Valley washing machine for children. Tin plate, as you can probably see there, and it does work. It's got batteries in it. You lift the lid up, obviously, or put the lid down, but you turn it one way. That's the washer mode. Turn it the other way. Come on, work. Oh, there we go. And that spins it. There you go. Now you are able to... What was that, Martin? Look at one rivet. What are you talking about? Yeah, hello Mary Lou, Rick Nelson, yeah. But can you see how them graphics turned out? Look, I wish I could have shown you a picture of before, but I can't do that now, but I think I should have set it up. But look at that, look. Them graphics look really good, don't they? That's just water slide transfers, printed on a laser printer. And what I also do, when I print them out on the transfer paper, I lacquer over them. So that's what I've done there. But yes, all powder coated. That was the original colour scheme, as you can probably see there. And these rivets, as you can see at the top there, look, they're not the ones that should have been in there, but I did paint over them red. You want blind rivets normally for that, but all the inside's been stripped out and cleaned, as you can probably see there. Look, that will come apart inside. I'll strip the whole thing down in the restoration video, but you're supposed to be able to fill that up with water, and then when you drain it out, you pull that hose out and it runs the water out. But it did have some holes in it which I filled in and all that, and as I say, if you look at the video, but that's got to be worth a bit more than what I paid for it. I think I paid a tenner for that, but it was totally rotten and rusted. Everything was rusted on it, and you couldn't see the graphics properly. But yeah, that's alright, isn't it? I think it turned out alright, Sharon. I like that. Put that over there. But that's what we've got from the Auto Jumble. And we get such a great selection of stuff from an Auto Jumble as opposed to car boot sales. At a car boot sale, I tend to find you get the same stuff coming up all over and over again. And not only that, you get a lot of dealers at car boot sales now. And that's taking the edge off it. So an Auto Jumble seems a bit more user friendly for people like me looking for crap to restore. And that's basically what I restore, a load of old rubbish. Paul's only just joined us. Yeah, he was in the garage. Well, you can have your phone on in the garage, Paul. What else we got there? Oh, Dan's just watched the video. Yeah, it did turn out well. I was happy with that. That tyre or wheel that I restored on the Triumph for claim last week, as you probably remember, those of you who did see that, I did show some images of it, baby, didn't I? That's had, I think, nearly 150,000 views in a week. So I was well pleased with that. Sharon's having a lie down. She ain't. She's working. She's like, What's it? You like computer says no, Sharon, don't you?
Yeah.
One man's junk is another man's treasure. Yeah, well, junk is what people who have got too much money throw things away. Look at that blinking. Oh God, Sharon.
Blimey, hello to the Wilson family.
Everyone's been on about the iPhone 10, the iPhone 10X. You got to have that. I just see an advert on the telly. iPhone 11. Sharon.
I was going to shout out to the Wilson family because there's 10 of them sat watching you having a brew.
Where are they, Shell?
Oh, I don't know where the Wilson's family are, but hello, Andy Wilson and co.
Andy Wilson. Right, listen, Andy. 10, iPhone 10, Sharon. iPhone 11, and they've called it, you know, the Huawei Pro, Huawei P20 or P30 Pro, which is the phone that I've got now, with the triple camera on the back. Have a guess what the new iPhone's got, Sharon?
Triple camera?
Triple camera, and it's the iPhone 11 Pro. Unbelievable, Sharon.
I got the iPhone 11 Pro Max 512GB, 1,000.
Oh, out there we go. Look, Matthew's just bought one. When do phones get so dear? Sharon. 1,400 quid. I thought the last one was dear at nearly £1,000, wasn't it? The iPhone 10X. And how comes that we can have excellent quality cameras like that, right, in that little thing there, right? And yet, if you go and buy a DSLR, you've got to have a big thing like that. You've got to have a big button. This is quite a small one, actually. And you've got to have all this thing. And how come? Look at the size of the lens difference to that. Look. And the audio is fantastic in this. The audio on this is rubbish, believe it or not. I have to use an external microphone. What is it? And how comes we can have cameras like this, but when they show you a shot of the moon, Sharon, it's all fuzzy? Hey? What's that all about, Sharon? I'll tell you what though, Shell. It's a lovely cup of tea, baby. And as Matt says, we've got to keep up with the Joneses. Well, that's exactly right, Matt, and that's how they get people with the adverts on the tellies and that. They make you think you need to have the latest one. I don't want the latest of anything anymore, apart from the latest GoPro. Yeah, but no, I want that for a practical reason. I want that for the image stabilisation. They should have, in my opinion, with the amount of money they charge for these little phones, these little GoPros, they should have had one of them. This should have had image stabilisation years ago, Sharon. Yeah, and the mics are rubbish on them and all, but they do give fantastic quality. All these, Mark says he's got the Samsung Galaxy Note 105G Plus, and it's an amazing phone. But they call them tablets now, don't they? Because you do your banking on it. It's not a phone anymore.
Called Jim Royal. I used to love that show, Royal Family.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, it was very good, Sharon. We've started watching the new series Scarborough. Again, written by Darren Litton. Very, very funny comedy.
Yeah,
very dry.
I just wish
And
Benidorm would come.
Sharon,
I loved Benidorm.
I'll tell you who plays a good part in that. Jason Manford.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Very good. He's a comedian in the UK, if you don't know him. But he can act. He really can act. And that's been very good. King 77703, Sharon, don't think you look very interested.
Well, no, when he goes off, it just bores me when he starts.
Roy's the boy still using an iPhone 6.
We've only just gone over to Huawei from
yeah,
iPhones,
I'll tell you what,
and
Roy.
I won't go back to an iPhone now.
Yeah, I was fed up with the iPhones. I had the iPhone 7, and again, having to log on to iTunes and stuff like that all the time and downloading and you don't seem to get that with the
very simple as well.
Huawei.
The Huawei phone.
Yeah,
Very
which what they call
straightforward.
intuitive, Sharon.
I like
Yeah?
it, even though mine plays up. I've got a basic one, not like what Martin.
Do you notice when you get a phone now, you don't get a big book to learn it because it's intuitive, Sharon.
Jimmy's at football. Watching football.
Jimmy's gone football, is he?
Yeah, but his lovely girlfriend around Charlotte.
Dan says, have we ever been to Australia?
No, but I've got family that live out in Australia.
Yeah, a couple of kangaroos and a koala. They sent us their picture. Sharon?
Not funny.
Hey?
Not funny.
I used to live near Scarborough, CS Garden Machinery. Yeah, we've been there. We've been there once, Sharon, haven't we? We went. Was it last year?
I don't know. It might have been like the year before, actually.
You say that, Martin, that Jason Manford is the most unfunniest comedian.
He's a good actor then.
Yeah, he's a good actor then. That's right. He's moved. He's moved across.
He obviously thought you didn't like him, so he's gone into acting.
He's crossed channels. Stuart still uses the Samsung S7, but I'm sure they build in obsolescence. You know.
Mine started playing up, didn't it?
And it's only a matter of time. It's like the earlier iPhones. Remember the first ones that come out? They were the rounded backs on them and all that. And then they don't update the software anymore. So they build in obsolescence. So you won't be able to keep that for an entirety. And they're doing the same with computers now. Because I had Windows 7, which I was using for donkey's years. And funny enough, it was Brian, who won our sticker for the Allegro. He told me that they're not going to update that software anymore, just like they did with the earlier versions like Windows XP. They won't support them anymore, so then you're open to bugs and stuff like that. So you're forced, even though the equipment can last the length of time, so to speak, you're forced to upgrade due to the software. And that to me ain't right, is it? Just means companies have got a way to make further money out of you, basically, you know. I have fun things to do with tech. He has a Huawei Mate.
I can say as well, it's lovely here today in Woodall Spa.
Yeah.
Sun is shining. I might venture out later with my grandchildren to see Vegas.
Yeah. VV1M Mill. Hi to you both. Great channels. They give me great enjoyment to watch. Well, that's great to know, bud. Great to watch. Yeah, we like that. BRB, putting in the washing out on the line.
Oh, my wash is out.
I've always had... got a lot of Samsung users here. A lot of Samsung users, Sharon.
I've never had a Samsung.
Well, I was before I converted over to Apple, and it wasn't a good move for me personally. They're okay, but it's this logging on to stuff and having to plug it into your computer. iTunes pops up and all that, and oh god, it's a right nuisance. It's something I try to rule out of my life, Sharon. Right, I'm gonna do. How long have we been on, baby?
66 minutes.
66 minutes. I'll give it a little bit longer.
162 have you watched?
Right, oh, Sharon, you've just told me now.
What?
162 watching. I've got to do the final one. Guess what it is?
Have you guessed what it is?
Are you ready for this?
163 watching.
If you weren't here earlier on, you can win that. You can win that lovely holographic Retrorestore sticker. I'm going to put an image up on the screen now, and I want you to get 5 seconds to guess it. And the first one we see in the comment section wins that sticker. You've got to be quick, because other people are, as it's already shown today, Sharon, they've woofed straight in there, haven't they? Here's the image.
Stacey.
5 seconds. Oh, I ain't told her what it is yet. Hey? No, this one will get him straight. You ready? 5 seconds. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. 5 seconds on that. That's got you in it. That's got him, Sharon. Look.
That's a little bit hard, yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course it is. That's got him. Oh.
Oh my God, you are so clever. I would have struggled with that one. Well done.
Yeah, you can't even say it, Shay.
I can't say it.
Integramy, innit? Yeah, it's got it. Don't worry. How'd you say that?
He can't actually tell you.
That's the reason why he's done that, because he knows that someone's going to try and say the name.
Oh, I'm going to make myself look stupid.
Integral demi.
Well, you know who you are, so send
Yeah, you've won it.
Well done.
Unbelievable. That's the last one I'm doing today, Shay. Let's give me the up that one. That's what it was, look. And there's the full picture, as you can probably see. We've got a winner. Integrity. Put your name and address down there, buddy. Send it to us. Hey? Unbelievable. I think a few of you knew it as well. Not as many knew that one as you did the last one, to be honest with you. Space shuttle. Someone said, no, good. Air intake combo, fit a plane. iPhone 11, someone's put down, Sharon. I can't give you another one. I haven't got any more ready. See, before I do that, I have to find an image. Then I've got to take it into Photoshop. Then I've got to crop it down. And that all takes time. So you've had 3 today. You normally get 2. But Next week they will be a lot harder, believe me. Okay? That's all I'm going to say.
I might sort them out next week.
No, I can't share. I'll do it.
You seem to be fouling.
No, I've got to find people's levels, Sharon. Yeah?
What are you saying? They're all simple then, because you're giving them simple ones.
I never said that, baby. Do you know what I was trying to do today? And this was going to be another one.
The subject piece.
No, this is Shao. I've got my close-up camera. Right, hold on. Where is it? I've got my close-up camera. This stuff takes really close pictures, right? And I had this here, right? Yeah. See if you know. Look. Oh, what do you mean? See if you know? You know exactly what that is. I wanted a picture of just that one. The oh, pardon me, the hexagon one. I was sitting here trying to take a blinking picture of that. Pardon me, holding it like that and all that. And I've got this ring light on here, as you can see. And that when you hold something really close, you have to put the ring light on. I couldn't turn the ring light on because I couldn't see how to. I've got so many cameras, I didn't know what the controls were. I've forgotten how to use it, so I had to put that one down. Shall?
There's a dispute then again who was first.
What do you mean there's a dispute, Sharon?
King 77703 says he was first.
Hold on. Let me have a look. I'm just going through now.
I can't see. See, it's got to be something with when they're writing it on and when it comes up to us.
Who did we say won it? No, on my computer.
Yeah, that's what it says on mine.
Look there, it's up there, and King 777 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 below. So.
Not that the other 9 were all correct, but
No,
you're the 9th.
Yeah, you was the 9th one down. So, computer says no, I'm afraid. So that's all I can say there. People, that's the thing, Shao. You're going to get a dispute, but that's the way it is. How it comes up on the computer is the winner, and that's it. That's as simple as that. G-Man says, eh?
He said I was first. I said it was that 2 weeks ago.
Who said that?
When root? Is it when root?
Unbelievable. Well, that didn't go down too well, did it, Shao?
Look on chat.
Hey, I'm on the chat.
Oh, I've got on the chat.
We're both on the chat.
We're separate because I've gone in on my name, so.
Yeah. We got two different. I've got mine logged in on Retrorestore. Sharon's on her one, and it's both come up.
They're saying use live chat, not top chat. What's the difference?
No, this is live chat.
No, this is top chat. Okay.
Oh God, what's that then? That's something I didn't know about.
So I don't know what.
Oh, you just taught me something there. Let me have a look then. Who's saying?
See, this could have been the thing with Stacey.
Hold on. Oh, don't say she's right, Sharon. Let me go back here. Who won it? Let's have a look. Was it the Concord one?
Yeah.
Who did we say won it? No, he's still first. Yeah, he's still live chat. He's still first.
You're still coming down low, and I'm looking at live chat as well.
Yeah, well, look, yeah. So he's still below that. Yeah, so we've just.
So what should we be in? Live chat.
Well,
or
live
top
chat, live chat, top chat. I don't know. Yeah. Anyone know what the difference between live chat and top chat is? Please let us know. Because when I'm running a multinational quiz to win one of these, it's got to be right, as you know. Especially as we might be going down a frig magnet route next week or the week after. Sharon?
Oh, I can't stand it.
Hey?
I have to find another thing to do, I think, because if this is going to keep happening.
Yeah, well, you know what it is, Shao? They're all after them. That's the problem. I don't know whether you knew, I've another few things I've brought today. Not today.
So
this.
live is live, top is selective.
Right, so we want to be on live chat then.
So we're on live chat.
We're on that page now, baby. And everything's still fine. Anyway, I don't know whether you know, those of you with a Gopro, you can get cases for these, but also some of them, these lenses that I've been welding before and I've splattered me lens. On this model, you can twist this lens out and get a new one. But on the older models, I think like what you got, Roy, you can't change the lenses just as easy. Well, I was able to get these. These are glass protectors. You know, like you put on your front of your phone, like them clear. Not
John Shelton
what?
was at Stickney. He's just said we had nothing with you. We put things in the car as we got it.
Oh, did
If
we?
you scroll down, he's just come on. He's one of the people that we met on Sunday.
John Shelton. Let's have a look. Oh right, yes, that's right. You had nothing with. Yeah, you caught us just before we started buying. Then, John, that's what that was. we come out with all them things. If you watched, I don't know if you saw these on the live stream. We come out with about 6 items, and that last washing machine, if you look it back, you've just seen I've restored that already. That's on my Retro Hacks channel, in case you haven't seen that channel. But yeah, you can buy these now. As I said to you, these are the screen protectors for the lens, which is very handy if you're doing welding stuff or car stuff or whatever. And also on the back as well, the back screen. I've got a set of them. I can't remember how much they cost actually, but hey.
Somebody put it's a GoPro was I first.
Is it what?
It's a GoPro was I first. You want to stick that?
Unbelievable. And I've also got another battery for the new GoPro when it comes. So that's just 2 of the things that I've bought over the last coming week. And yeah, have I got anything else to show you here? I don't know. No. Let's have a look at your messages. I'll tell you what I do, and some of you are real funny sods, you know that. When I watch this, I normally watch it when I go back to bed, this live stream. And sometimes, because I'm chatting, I'll miss the comments, you know. And I make a point of actually reading the comment section on replay, because you can replay the actual, all these comments what are coming up here. And you know I've made some funny comments. Shall?
What, who?
People.
Oh, I'm actually reading.
Not you, Shall. I've never heard you make a funny comment yet.
I married Joe, didn't I?
Tits and Chicks. Hello, Martin, me old mucker. That's a great name, that. Martin, isn't it? Hey?
It's Tits and Chicks.
Well, there, I'd show. Work it out. I'm going to contact Watchdog. Yes, Roy, I've welded before and I've blown little bits of metal in the front of the glass, and as you know, once you've done that, you're knackered. What have we got here? Fred A. My missus says she wants to do some tasty diet recipes like the old video you used to do. Well, do it, Fred. We used to have.
She wants you to do some.
Oh, she wants us to do some.
Wally.
Yeah, well, what I was toying with the idea of doing, right, listen, on our Butler's Empire channel, because the Retro Restore audience, they didn't used to watch them, the cooking videos. I moved them over to Retro Hacks, as you probably know. I've got a playlist of all our cooking videos on there. We used to have lots of fun doing that.
Hang on. Who had lots of fun doing
I used to have lots of fun doing them.
Yeah, I didn't.
Why?
It's shouting all the time.
Yeah, but that's off camera, Sharon.
Yeah.
They don't see it when I'm on camera.
Yeah, well, it's no fun for me.
So, we might do something on Butler's Empire about that. Just keep tuned. If you're not a member of Butler's Empire, go over to my Butler's Empire channel and you can see what we're coming up with on there. I haven't done nothing on nothing yet. I've only just really worked on this one. I've thought about this. We're doing more sort of daily vlogs, just me and Sharon on Butler's Empire. Just in what we're doing, what we're up to when we're out and about and stuff like that. So that's what we're going to do. What have we got here? Silent Assassin Gaming Law says, I Retro Mick and I Retro Restore Mick and Sharon Martin and Sharon. In your opinion, what Ford Cortina Mark III GXL or Ford Granada Mark 1? Well, I've had both. I've not had a Mark III, but I've had a Mark II Granada and I've had a Mark III Granada. And I love the Granadas. Granada all the way. It's a bigger car, you've got a bigger engine in it, more room inside. It's a Granada all the way, I'm afraid. Bearing in mind I've had 3 Mark II Granadas, a square type, and 1 Mark III Granada. So, yeah, we love the Granadas. The Granadas, rather. We love the... If you're reading this at bedtime, are you asleep yet? Quick, Sharon, pinch punch. I beat her last month, Barbara, as you know. She won't get me again like that. Or, no, tell her like she might get me again, but she might think twice.
Why?
Hey?
Why?
Pinch punch first day of the month?
Yeah.
I'll catch you again, baby.
You don't have to video it though, do you? You don't have to wake me up in the middle of the night, do you?
No.
No, exactly.
Fortnite Infinite Pro said his dad's just subbed. Shall?
Not seeing nothing.
Yeah, his dad's so.
Oh yeah, you're 40.3. It's 40.3.
Bed bullying, Sharon. It's still about that.
Yeah.
How many people in the house, Sharon?
152.
Yeah.
1 by 2.
Ford Granada all the way with me. I loved my Granadas. I had a really lovely, a bit juicy, but there you go. That was part of it, wasn't it? I had a Gear X too. Stuart Roberts said he had a Gear X. I had the black Gear X, and that was lovely old tool. That was. X-Reg Mark II. Yeah, I had an X-Reg as well. Turquoise blue, that one, wasn't it? Pinch punch and a quick for being so quick. That was a bit after it, wasn't it? Sharon? And then someone used to say something about poking the eye or something as well, Sharon.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're making it up.
They're all coming in now. Full 1600E. Pete had. I never had a 1600E. I take it that was a Mark II, Pete, that was. Worth a lot of money now. I used to like that centre console on them that used to come up in the middle, didn't it? With the 3 or 4 clocks in.
Exciting.
Savage Cortina, they're quite rare, them things, aren't they? Yeah, very rare. Yeah, you just said that. Thumbs up. Don't forget, hit the like button, people, if you like our little live stream. We do one every Sunday, every Saturday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Most Granadas end up on Skegness Raceway. Yeah, you're probably right there. In fact, when we drive to Boston sometimes, there's a house on the side on one of the long roads that goes to Boston, and he's always got an old Granada there, which is all painted up in the numbers and all that. So, yeah, you're right there. What else have we got there? Someone's asked to Triumph. Yes, I should be on that very shortly. I've done one wheel now, G-Man, as you probably know. What's that, Roy's the boy? Top chat, some messages may be potential spam and may not be visible. Oh, right, okay. So it's best to use live chat then, really, isn't it, I suppose? Barstow to Vegas has just popped in, Sharon. Yeah? San afternoon all. How long have we going for, baby?
80 minutes.
Right, we've got about another 10 minutes left. Have we got time for another cup of tea?
You ain't finished that one yet.
Oh,
I've not finished my coffee. No.
Don't be so forceful with the word no, Sharon. Yeah?
Finish this one yet? You want me to make another one?
Silent Assassin says, I currently drive a 1978 Ford Cortina Mark IV 1.6 GL in dark blue, and it's your daily drive. Yes, I'll tell you what, there's no computers on them. I had a 1600 GL. No, tell a lie, I had a 2 litre GL. I think the GLs never had a rev counter, did they? A tachometer. They just had the indicator lights. I don't think the GLs had a tachometer. I might be wrong. It was a long time ago. In fact, that was the one in the video that we see on Butler's Empire channel. I showed a clip of it a couple of weeks ago of my Mark IV, which I give to my dad, and Sharon was driving it back in the early 90s, that was, but I had it from the 80s, I think, if I remember right. I can't remember. Yeah, Graham says he had a Granada. It was snot green in colour. Was that a special Ford colour, was it? I don't remember the snot green ones, to be honest with you. It's just like back in the 80s, if I remember rightly. I had, again, transit vans were always blue, weren't they? Transit vans were always sort of dark blue. And that changed to white van. I don't know who changed it, but it became white van man, didn't it, in the later years? Sharon, you've been told now, go and make a cup of tea. There's a good girl, Jason just said.
The only person that had power over me like that was my dad.
What about me?
No.
I've got power over you, baby.
No. My dad would say that, I would have gone straight away. You?
Terrible. You work on a lot of Vauxhall. Ever worked on a Calibra Turbo? You have had mine for 15 years. What it is, Greg, is that we do have work on a lot of Vauxhalls because we have a lot of Vauxhalls.
I like Vauxhalls.
For the last 15 years, I've had 4 Bondeos. I've had.
Didn't like them.
She's had a Mazda MX-5.
Oh, that was beautiful. Loved it.
Most of the cars we've had in the last 15 or so years have been Vauxhalls.
Your lady seems not to do a lot. How rude! I do loads.
She's moderating. Jason says it's called Pikey Blue. I can't remember the actual name of it. I'm sure that wasn't it, Jason. Well, we have 3 cups of tea and get the bickies out. Alan says. One car he always hated, this was Mark, he said, was the Austin Montego. I had was it a Montego or a Maestro van? I had one of the two. I think it was a Maestro van. I think it was very similar to the Montego as well. Yeah, very basic, but again, these things used to go on and on. No electronics to go wrong on them. Eugene Shepherd says, moderating what? We do get trolls in here, Eugene, sometimes. We've got a couple of people in here at the moment. I thought you was a moderator, Pete. There's no spanner up. I always thought you was a moderator, Pete. I might have got that wrong. Yeah, Roy is. He's got the little spanner next to his name, but I thought Peter was as well. I've obviously got that wrong. Alan says he used to have a Talbot Horizon. I think the one to have back in the 80s was a Talbot Sunbeam Lotus. That was a 2.2 litre. I think that was 16 valve as well, wasn't it, over at Cameron. I think they had Webbers on it as well. That used to go like off of a blanket, that thing. And they're very rare now. Used to be black with a big silver stripe down the side of them, or blue, like a light sky blue, I think, with a black stripe on them. That was a Lotus called Talbot Sunbeam Lotus. You have a look on eBay or any car place, you try and find one.
Brian wants to be a moderator. He wants to know where he can send his CV to.
Who?
Brian.
Half of the trouble, no disrespect to you, Brian, but I have to see people's comments first, because a lot of people just say, I'll be a moderator, and when I don't really know them or know of them, and the problem is that they can come in and they can stop, like, delete comments and stuff like that. So you've got to be careful. I'm not saying you'd ever do that, but that does happen. The people I've got as moderators at the moment are people I can, I'm known to, and we know each other, sort of thing, Oh, here we go. Mark says, who remembers an old car brand, I think from the 80s or 90s? It was the 80s, called FSO. They used to do an FSO Polonaise. Yeah, your brother had one. Her brother, Chris, he bought a brand new one in the 80s. It was the biggest heap of crap. He was forever taking it back, going wrong, Sharon, wasn't it?
Blue, wasn't it?
Yeah, like blue, yeah.
I remember
FSO Polonaise. Yes, I do know them. And funny enough, you don't see them. Dinny says his first car was a Capri. I never had one. Yeah, I never had a Capri. I've had a lot of Fords, as I say, but my comments are exceptional, Brian. He says, yeah, FSO. Yeah, Fred remembers it as well. FSO Polonaise. That's right. Yeah, you don't see them anymore, and I think it was Polish. Actually, yes, it was Polish. It was sort of larder for the Poland, wasn't it? That's what it was. Russia's. It's a Polish blinking larder, basically.
My first car was a Mini Metro.
Chris should be a radio presenter. Andrew Wilson says, Sharon. Well, he's done a bit. He's done a bit on the. He used to have a pirate radio station back in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
And he got his house raided by the old Bill.
Yeah, my mum and dad weren't very happy.
Yeah. So he's worked for Liberty Radio. He's done other. He won't work for. National radio stations now, because they're all controlled now. You can't have a chat like what you're doing here, basically. So that's it. Didn't Wheeler Dealers, Jason says, do an FSO? I don't know. I never saw that one. If they did, I'd be interested to see that, actually.
Well, I wouldn't.
Why?
You can watch it in the night when I'm asleep.
FSO's rotted from new, just like the old Fiats used to. Yeah, my dad had a 124 Special Fiat back in the 70s. That was a 1972 or 73 one, and I had a Fiat 124 Special T, which was a 16 twin cam version of the 124 Special, and that was a quick motor. That was a square type of ones with the twin headlights. His one was a 1400 engine one, but again they rotted out like anything. Them early Fiats and Alphas very had a bad name in the 80s. Who wears the trousers, Martin or Sharon?
I've got jeans on. You
Be honest, baby.
Bottoms. You.
Thank you. I didn't prompt her at all, did I? Who wears the dresses, Sharon? Neither of us. We don't. You won't find Sharon in a dress. If anything.
Actually, no. I've got dress for Cyprus, haven't I?
Yeah, well, that's holiday wear, Sharon.
Yeah.
That's where no one knows you, and they don't matter if they laugh, does it?
Stacey's back.
Oh, well, we're going now, Sharon. Anyway, Sharon, how long have we been on for, baby?
88 minutes.
88. We're 2 minutes off of our hour and a half. And that just means that we run through today's itinerary, what we've chatted about today. As you know, we've... anyone wants to know what Stacey looks like, by the way? There we go. Stacey's on the back row next to me. That's the one who's been having a go at me all the blinking live stream, and she went off with a huff because I wouldn't give her a sticker.
She's blonde now.
Standing next to Gary, and in between me and Gary there, as you can see. Just behind Sharon.
My lovely little family all come from us.
Yeah, that's our little family. They all come from me and you,
My
Sharon.
grandchildren, oh, I do miss them.
Yeah. Well, that's them. That's miserable Stacey, by the way.
She's alright.
Anyway, so today, as you say, we've had the guess what it is. The first one there was guess what that was, and that was obviously the Austin Allegro.
She's been here all the time.
Then we had the koala. Well, was it a koala?
Oh, she's a looker. Oh,
Look.
Stacey.
And then it went to that. That's not Stacey. Look. And then the final one we had guess what that is, and that final thing was that was the engine underneath one of the engines of Concorde. And that was our little games, what we've had today. Next week's ones are going to be a lot harder, by the way, folks, because it's costing me a fortune to keep you in stickers. Hey? So all going to say, Sharon, on the strength of that, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us on our lives. Hey?
Thank you for the music.
Who sung that, Sharon?
ABBA, my favourite.
Thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Anyway... Thank you, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed today's live stream. Don't forget, if you haven't caught it, or if you haven't looked down the comment section and you do want to laugh, have a read down the comment section as well afterwards, or when you go to bed. Put the video on when you go to bed, and it will guarantee to send you off to sleep. Anyway, thanks very much.
Off to Skate Vegas now.
Are we?
Get ready, kids.
Yeah. See you later, folks. Have a good one, and don't forget, be back here Saturday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll be here. Bye for now.
Bye.